Okay, so let's get started on the eyes. For the primer, I am going to use a primer from MAC. It's called Painterly. It's a paint pot. So I'm just going to put that all over my eyelid. I'm going to use my fingertip to do so. Doesn't really matter how messy you get. We'll work on that with the shadows when it comes to the blending. Okay, so once you go that all over your eyes. Okay, for the shadow colors, we have 7 different colors, but I'm going to use a palette from BH. And this is like a cosmetic palette that you only can get online. It's called BH Cosmetics. And their eyeshadows are very good. And it's like very inexpensive. And this is the first edition palette. It comes with 120 colors. And with the first edition palette, it's more so of the bright colors. I don't know if you guys can see it. Mine's a little cracked up, so I don't want to hold it up too high. So I'm going to use the top layer of this palette. And I'm going to start off by using this brush here. This is a name brand brush. I got it from school, so this is just like your regular blending brush. And we're going to take this green and we're going to start above the crease. Oh, under my eye, I have already did like the little highlight. And I'll just put a little bit on just to let you see what it is. It is a lighter color. Under your brow bone is always going to be a lighter color than all your shadows. And that's basically called your highlight. And it's this one here. I just put a little bit more on just to show you all what I've done before. And I'm just using my small concealer brush. Okay, so let's continue with under that. Let's do the green shadow. And then we're going to take a darker shade of green and we're just going to move down a little bit from where we started, moving into the crease of your eyelid. And you just want to do this thing like a back and forth buffing motion. So when we're finished with the crease, we're going to move down to the lower lid. And I'm going to use a small, it's a Coastal Scents brush. Coastal Scents brush are very inexpensive and I love them. A lot of people are closed-minded to just using MAC. But I have several Coastal Scents and also Sigma brushes, which are very awesome. So this is going to be the brush we're going to use for the orange color that's on my eyelid over here. And it's coming out the same palette. This is just a small shadow brush. And we're just going to make sure that it meets the green, the darker green that we did. And we're going to go all the way to the end to the middle. And it's good to have some brush cleaner brand, that way you can spray your brushes, because sometimes I use the same brush for different colors and you don't want those to mix together. So I cleaned my brush and I'm going to use this same brush for the yellow that is on the corner of my eye here. And it's going to be, you can see it, this yellow here. And you're going to do that in the corner of your eyelid. can also work it out, because as you can see, like, I moved outwards when it came to the orange shadow. I mean the yellow shadow here. Okay, so next we are going to outline our crease a little bit, again with the green, kind of creating that mild cut crease look. And for that, I'm going to use this brush here. It's like a pointed blending brush, and which is kind of good for the creases because it won't target nowhere but their creases instead of smudging upwards to your upper lid. So we're going to take that darker green that we used before, which was our second color, and we're just going to outline our crease. Okay. So after that, I'm going to take a large blending brush here, and I'm kind of just going to draw away from the harsh lines that we have. Just that it blends everything together. I'm just going to go back in with some yellow again to fade out. Okay, so another brush we're going to use to help with that blending of the yellow is this buff angle brush here. And it's very good. It's very good also when it comes to contouring the nose. But I'm just going to put a little here, and it's just going to help to blend this yellow upward. And I kind of brought it down as well. And I'm just double checking everything. You can always go back and enhance colors if you need to. Like, I want to just bring this orange out a little bit more. Okay, so as you can see on the other eye, I did not apply eyeliner. Eyeliner is not always important for your everyday shadow looks. Since this is like your spring look and nice and bright, I didn't want to put anything dull in it. Now I could have done a green liner or orange liner, but I just wanted to look nice and clean and simple, and let the color stand out for itself. So as you can see, we have a whole lot of fallout under the eye, and this eye here, you can see it's a nice cleanup angle right here. Some people apply tape, others don't. I use tape sometimes, but today we're going to use a regular wet wipe. And we're going to clean under the eye, and you can actually pull back by your temple to create that fine line effect. You can do it several times if you need to. Okay. Okay, so for under the eye, as you can tell, I have the green. I am going to use a MAC eye pencil liner. It is called Minted. It's like a green liner, kind of like a blue undertone to it. So we're going to use that in our bottom waterline here. So I'm going to pull down, outline my waterline. I'm going to go all the way over to the, almost to the inner corner. So we have that, and then I'm going to use the first layer of the light green shadow, and I'm going to use that to blend out. And I'm going to use this smaller brush here. Now this brush by Coastal Scents, it can be used as a lip brush or as just a regular small blending brush for small areas. So today I'm going to use it just for that, to blend out the smaller areas. So again, this is the first color we have, the top layer of the green. And I'm also going to fade that upward too. This way it could blend in with the other colors. Just going to enhance this yellow a little bit more on the inner color in the corner of my eye. Tongue twister there. Okay, so for the lashes, I have, it's no brainer. You can get this regular for the beauty supply store. It is number 40, yes, 48. And I love this lash because they're not too wild, but they're quite simple, and you can wear them in the office or at work. Like a regular working job, but behind the office, it's not too wild. So I'm just going to apply a little glue. It's a work in progress, guys, but it's coming. So I'm just applying a little glue here. You can apply your glue on your lash. This is all I need. With a Q-tip or the end of your tweezers or an old makeup brush by using the end. Or like the regular, if you have the small adhesive glue, you just kind of put it on there. So. And then to put it on, I'm going to use my tweezers. I found it much easier to use your tweezers. And sometimes you can always bend the lash just to get into shape. So I'm going to make sure as I'm applying that I start in the middle. I'm just going to put it on. Okay, so now that the lashes are on, I'm just going to clean up under my eye with the concealer, and it's NC50 by MAC. I'm going to use my fingertip, and I go all the way up to my temple. I kind of go down by my nose, the sides of my nose. I do it all the way here. Then I'm going to take my blending brush and make sure everything is blended well. So as you can see on this side, I have a little bit of a contour, not too much. So I'm going to do the same thing on this side. And with the contour, I'm actually going to use a shadow at the BH Cosmetics from the 3rd edition. I couldn't find it. And it's going to be from the second layer. And it's just kind of like a dark brown. It has a little bit of a shimmer to it. Not too much.